Good morning. Good morning. Call Pandu. Pandu. It's not working. Just hello. Hello. Just it's coming. Shanmuga. Where is he? Shanmuga. Nitish. They check this one. Why it's not working? Yeah. Thank you. We are fortunate enough. We have brilliant students. Thank you. Thank you. They know very well all these things. Good morning, dear students. I'll give one chocolate. Oh, money. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Dear students, how you are feeling today? No difference. No feelings. No feelings in your inside. No. No. Tell me why I am asking you. I'm because I have lots of feeling in my mind. Why? Our life is like that. यही है जो मातृ स्वरूपिणी जो शक्ति है वही है नारी. नारी वही है जिसके बिना ये जिंदगी अधूरा है, जिसके बिना ये लाइफ अधूरा है. नो, you will feel not now, after some moments you will realize the presence of are you married or unmarried? It's a life will go unmarried now. No, you will feel later on when you will get married. You will far away from your better half. Then you will realize. So please concentrate without wasting our valuable time. Let us move forward. Let us go ahead. Okay, please maintain discipline. Listen all the lecture, and please, whenever my esteemed colleagues are delivering the lecture, please note it down. By the time you will face these questions only, we are going to ask you. We are going to ask you the same questions during your Viva time. So whenever they are delivering, they are giving some important points, important notes. Don't forget to note it down. Please note that so that it will helpful for your examinations and at the time of Viva. The simple questions we will ask from this professional ethics, 7 lamps of professional ethics. What is that 8 lamps? Who added that? All these things we will ask there. So please open your notebook and write something. What were the important points concerned subject teachers are giving? Please don't forget to write. Okay. So with this, let us start today's business. Let us go ahead with full confidence. Please concentrate. Don't think about others. Okay. Don't think about others. You will learn whatever you are learning for yourself only. For yourself. Keeping this thing in your mind, I wish you a good day for all of you. Let us go ahead. Now I would like to invite Danya Madam to continue our class. Okay, please.
Good morning to all. So, how many of you did the work I gave you yesterday? Please raise your hand. How many of you did the work which I gave you yesterday? Yes, respond guys. உங்களுக்கு question புரியலையா இல்ல நீங்க வேணாம்னு வெச்சிட்டீங்களா இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு இதெல்லாம் simple I don't want to do what the faculty says and the attitude yeah what answer eh school அது You need time to draft a plaint. Would you say the same excuse when you go to an office? Then நாளைக்கு limitation தீருது. Tomorrow your limitation gets over and would you go and say நான் Monday இன்னைக்கு நாள் சரியில்லை? இன்னைக்கு பண்ணிட்டு வாங்கன்னு சொன்னோம். What was the difficulty for the others, guys? ஏன் பண்ணல? Committee members very busy. Then what about the others? Yeah? No, I didn't get you. You want an extension for 3 days. But provided, would you do it? Yeah, I'll give you 3-day extension. அதுக்கப்புறம் பண்ணலன்னா would you take all the consequences for that? Sure. Okay, 3 days time கொடுக்குறேன். On Monday, would you draft a plain and written statement as well as the interlocutory application which is suitable for the case? Would you? Yes or no? What's your name? Second row. Huh? Tyagaraj. Okay. Plain, written statement, interlocutory application all clear. So what are the different types of interlocutory applications that we have discussed? Interlocutory application that we have discussed. Huh? Guys, please listen here. What are the interlocutory applications that we have discussed? What are the types of interlocutory application? Injunction as per order? B. That age are 39 now. What about attachment and arrest before judgment, attachment before judgment? Order? That is attachment before judgment. Arrest before judgment is order 38. Rule 1. Then commission appointment of commissioner. இதெல்லாம் different types of application that you need to know. உங்களுக்கு இதோட procedure affidavit எப்படி file பண்ணணும், ஒரு affidavitல prayer என்ன இருக்கணும், everything you need to know. These are all like another preliminary things you need to know if you want to pursue as a civil advocate. Then appointment of a receiver. Commissioner 26, appointment of receiver 40. Clear? See, for example, if you interlocutory application you are opting for, if நான் கொடுத்த illustration what type of interlocutory application can you ask for? It is a suit for money, realization of money, right? Remember the notice or the facts it's just money suit, right? So in case of money suit, we have pala type interlocutory applications பார்த்தோம். இதுல ஏது ரொம்ப suitable இருக்கும்? Yes. What kind of interlocutory application would be suitable in case of a suit for realization of money? Attachment petition. So number mentally attachment petition draft பண்ணலாம். Okay. In attachment petition also you can file either along with the plain file பண்ணும்போதே interim attachment conditional attachment allow பண்ணனும், we can file a petition along with the plain, or else after the institution அவங்களுக்கு கேட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் if we have a like they refrain from paying the amount, then also IAS you can be filed at any time of the suit. No adukku issue illa. So for example we filed along with the plain as well. நம்ம அது எப்படி draft பண்ணனும், what all things has to be there, we will discuss right now. Okay, with regard to attachment petition, நம்ம இப்ப எடுக்கிற illustrationல it's a suit for money. The problem is the defendant has failed you to give you the money that he owes to you, that is say for around 1,50,000. And after repeatedly asking, you have sent the notice, reply notice, he might have denied or he might have admitted he is not giving you the money. So what you have instituted a plaint. Now in this plaint, what is your relief that you are asking for? You need to realize the money that he owes to you. ஆனா இது கிடைக்கணும்னா it takes நிறைய வருஷம் ஆகும் for you to get that principal amount along with the interest. So what interim na edakala, what is it? In between relief, what kind of in between relief that he has to get? Immediate another relief where. So what can be done? He is filing an attachment petition. In the attachment petition, it is not that always the court will ask him to would attach his property and realize then and there itself. Then now the court will give him an opportunity, either if he is contesting, I mean maybe he is given an opportunity to deposit the money as security. இந்த இப்ப 1,50,000 நம்ம கடன் வாங்கியிருக்கோம், நம்ம கிளைம் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம்னா that amount the court would ask to furnish the security and deposit the same with the court. Okay, this is a form of security. இப்ப நீங்க இது வைக்கணும்னா what all things has to be there in the pleadings. நம்ம attachment பண்றோம் சொல்றோம்ல, but if the court has to allow has to give you an order of attachment, you should plead for that, right? And the pleadings la என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கும்? First, in attachment petition also, it also has an affidavit. The affidavit la நம்ம story சொல்லுவோம். Attachment petition la as it won't be no attachment petition like before the honorable court so and so IA number dash of 2000 something in OS number dash. இந்த OS la நான் file பண்ற IA இதுதான். Understood? Then comes the parties to the plaint, and in the petition la yaar party nu irukum. Maybe the defendant would be the person applying and giving the IA. For example, the defendant na commission application file பண்றாங்கன்னா, the party array, what will be the like party array? The defendant name, then but you have to give like defendant / petitioner. Whereas if the petitioner is the plaintiff is the one who's filing the petition itself, the plaintiff / petitioner, the name of the party. So that is how the first portion of it would be like. Understood? Clear? A confusion in there? The person who is filing the application is a petitioner irrespective of the party. If he is a plaintiff, he will be like petitioner / plaintiff. If he is a defendant, it will be petitioner / defendant. Clear? Now what? In the rule you file pandring. If it is an attachment petition, what you have to file? Petition file. This is not plaint or anything. This is a petition. Petition file under order 38 rule 5. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Please settle down fast. Thank you. So where are we? Yes. Then we have to write the rule under which you are filing the petition. That is order 38 rule 5. Now, do you know about the inherent powers of the civil code? Inherent powers under section 151, the civil code has inherent powers. Inherent powers na even the rule la in the ithanal petition file, we have to file the written statement within 30 days. You have so in the power kellam or extra power da the civil code ku irukku. That is called the inherent power. So along with section 51 also you can add, because 151 also you can add, because it is the discretion of the court. Court ku venumna it may or may not grant. So you can add section 51 also in while filing the petition. So petition filed under order 38 rule 5 along with read with section 151 of Code of Civil Procedure. So this is how the cost item would be. Now the petition or the prayer would be only one paragraph. Petitioner humbly submits that chinnada fact the defendant herein has failed to perform his on his part whatever the story is and is trying to alienate his property. 2-3 words very important. அது இந்த லாயிலே இருக்கு. First thing, order 38 rule 5 என்ன சொன்னது, where at any stage of a suit the court is satisfied by affidavit or otherwise that the defendant with the intent to obstruct or delay the execution of decree that may be passed against him. This sentence has to be there in the petition. Because why the court want to give you the relief? Why the court has to give you the attachment? Because we are pleading that he is trying to obstruct the case, or he is trying to delay the execution decree which would be passed against him. So he is apprehending that case would be passed against him. So in order to evade or in order to escape from being liable to that, he is trying to alienate the property. So likewise you have to plead. So this word has to be there. And therefore either the honorable court may direct the defendant herein or the respondent herein to furnish the security. This is always attachment எப்பவுமே conditional இருக்கும். Either you furnish the security or else allow this attachment petition, whichever the court may. Court மேல security furnish பண்ண சொல்லலாம், இல்லைன்னா attachment allow பண்ண. What if the case if the court allows security deposit பண்ணதா order கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, they haven't told about filing the they didn't allow the attachment. Now what happens is, they have to file a security, deposit the security with the court. If they fail to comply with the order of the court, what is the consequences? He will be sent to civil prison. Okay, so security furnished pannalena, consequences that he would be sent to civil prison, or else the court would allow the attachment petition. Now in the attachment, the encumbrance enna vare iruko, the encumbrance, what do you say? No, encumbrance mean Tamil enakku solla theriyala. The Tamil word for encumbrance, villangam. Okay, in Malayalam we say badhyata, that something is there, charge, kind of charge over the property. So this, until when would be the encumbrance be, or the attachment would be? Until the decree is being passed or the attachment is being lifted. The attachment lift agumbodu, if the parties have settled that they would give him the money, the person who got the order in favor, that is attachment is felt, he can file a petition to lift the attachment. Either he can lift the attachment, or once the decree is being passed, then in favor of vanduchuna, then the attachment proceedings, EP proceedings, execution proceedings la poirum. Illana, if it is not coming in favor of the plaintiff, then automatically it ceases. Okay, now we have drafted the petition. The petition munnadi oru kaariya irukum, that is the affidavit. In the affidavit la enna irukunona, same as if you are filing a plaint kuda number accompanying affidavit we filed right. Likewise same facts, ana the petitioner plaintiff nalla mari I so and so, son of so and so, solemnly swear and states the following to the best of all those things, and all the stories, but in the form of direct speech. Like the petitioner plaintiff will address pannava, that is the person is swearing it. So like that way you have to draft the attachment petition. Attachment petition and while you draft attachment also, few facts has to be stated. That I got information from a third party that he is trying to alienate the said property, then that he is intending to delay the execution of the decree which may be passed against him, and what all those conditions in the order la sollirukka condition alla nama adula address pa. This is how you have to draft an attachment petition. Clear? So idhu da ungaloda ipo kudutha example la irukku. So make sure you implement or include all those things in the while drafting plaint, written statement, and whichever the interlocutory application suitable for. Clear? So far as it's clear? Yes or no? Now another type is, for example, commissioner application na இதே format na அந்த cost the section மட்டும் மாறும், whichever section commission application நம்ம file பண்றோமோ அந்த sectionல. And one more additional thing has to be there while filing commissioner application. That is, what are things has to be ascertained. நம்ம commission application file பண்றது it's for a purpose. It is for determining some kind of things which the court cannot directly go and inspect. So he would appoint a commissioner on his behalf. He would go inspect on a specified date. While inspecting, he has to make a report. He has to submit a mahasar. And in that, what all details that he has to submit in the mahasar, the number 1, 2, 3, 4 points. If it is with regard to dispute, boundary dispute, na first another location, nature and lie of the location. Nature na what type of property it is. If a building or a very barren land, paddy field, agricultural land, industrial building, or whatever it is, that is the nature. Now lie is the location of the property, north, east, west, north, south, and the boundaries surrounded and all those things. Then if it is with regard to boundary dispute na and the boundary encroach ayirukka illana or gate potirukanga, whatever the commissioner sees. Initially நீங்க ஒரு advocate enroll ஆகும்போது உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிற actual paisa is from commissioner. If you are being appointed as a commissioner, the court would directly appoint you as a commissioner. நீங்க courtல present இருக்கீங்கன்னா he would ask you to be the commissioner. So நம்ம site inspect பண்ணணும். Be honest. What they would try to bribe you, all the parties would try to bribe you. Please don't fall for that. Whatever you see, just write down what is it. Where only then you can take photographs, you can submit photographs, evidence அப்படியெல்லாம் submit பண்ணலாம். Okay. So and then what matters to be ascertained or portion இருக்கும், those things has to be addressed. Everything has to be mentioned, and you have to submit the commissioner report and mahasar. Then what is the next type of application is the injunction application that we have already discussed yesterday. So far is it clear? This is all the preliminary initial things you need to know while you are filing. Any doubts? Even when you go to court visit to the just see, actually I know none of you might have gone to court, right? So first thing be disciplined. Okay, the person, not the person you are respecting, it is the position that we are respecting. But we are respecting the position that he is in, and it is a noble, like you people are entering into a noble profession. So under dignity vechukkonga, adu neenga ennaikume kai vitradinga. So once you enter the court, ippon illa neenga practice பண்ணும்போது தான், please while you enter and while you exit, bow before the court. And the moot class la sonna madiri da, what you wear shows what you are. Be like, இப்ப நான் நீங்க வாஷ் பண்ணாத க்ளோத்ஸ் நான் ஏன் பண்ணி நான் நீட்டா போகப்பா, நைட் நீட்டா the way you dress actually appeals a lot before the court, and the way you representation எல்லாம் first initial stage la ரொம்ப பயந்திருப்பீங்க. You might not know what you're going to say, it's right or wrong, but what you can do is observe. You can observe what the court proceedings are. When you go for court visit, there would be a diary in the court. Okay, diary means or monthly proceedings would be compiled and kept. So adha paranga, so you will understand what are the court proceedings, eppadi adu dispose panniranga, how is it posted for the next date posting eppadi irukku, is it normal adjournment, or is it posted for evidence, or is it for pre-trial steps, or is it for hearing, or is it for appearance of parties, or is it for mediation, ellame the date on which it is being given, to case number, the proceedings, and when it has been next posted. ஒரு கோர்ட்டுக்கு போகும்போது presiding officer யாருன்னு பாருங்க, and court பேர் பாருங்க, because in the principal munsif court, we say lowest court in Kerala's principal munsif court, but the principal munsif court would also act as a judicial magistrate of like first class. Anna, where 1, 2, 3 quotes will be there na. So although what position he is holding avanga designation ella note பண்ணுங்க and go through. That is called a diary. The thing that will be kept in the court is a diary. Observe that and be disciplined when you go to court. Okay, don't disturb the court proceedings because you are not representing yourself, you are representing our college as well. So please keep up the decorum in the while you're visiting court. Okay, thank you. Sarah. So I've given you 3 days time. Please prepare the plain written statement and the application. Thank you.
ಅವಳಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೆಗ್ Good morning. Good morning. Please be silent. Somehow we are able to get our court visit permission. Okay. From Monday, we will start our court visit. Everybody will not be taken at a stretch. Like what we have today, there will be batches. Each group will be taken. Not like everyone at a stretch. Last time, everyone, including boys, girls, irrespective of your batch and all, we used to take you guys to court. That will not happen this time. Only 60 students are allowed to go on a daily basis. So in each batch containing of 60 students, more or less 60 or 80 maybe, they will be permitted to go to have court visit. Others will not be permitted. So others will have their regular classes. Okay. So we were discussing on the part of your part B question. What are the 7 lamps of advocacy? Now these 7 lamps of advocacy is none other than the title of a book written by Justice Abbott Parry. We have seen what are the 7 lamps of advocacy. We have seen few. Honesty. Why we have covered honesty, courage. We have seen industry. We have seen wit and eloquence. ELE, fifth one. ELOQUENC, eloquence. By eloquence here, what do you mean? Like wit. What was wit? Your humorous way of representing the matter before the court, tribunal, person before whom you are appearing. Now, when eloquence, we mean nothing other than
It is the powerful means of using your language. Like powerful means of using your language, the command over your language, the speaking skill that you possess. Okay, the speaking skill that you possess on the language upon which you communicate the matter. Like, if you don't have a speaking skill, you don't have a good speaking skill, it will be less reflective. How much, no matter how hard you have worked, you should have a minimum speaking skill. You need to develop your speaking skill also, so that you can communicate the fact, communicate the matter towards the concerned court by using your language. Now, if you have a good communication skill, naturally it will impress the court. It will impress the court, like the wit part which we have seen earlier. Likewise, the language, the skill part of skill over the language, command over the language which you use. Now it will attract the listeners also. It will attract not only the bench, the bar also, other advocates also. That will affect your future in your profession positively again. Others will also come to say that he is having a good command over language, he uses his representation. No matter whatever cases is given to him, maybe likely chances are that he will fail. But because of the wit and humor and the language skill and the industry that he possesses, the hard-working skill that he possesses, he wins the case. So these are the important lights which will lead you to a successful lawyer. Now, sixth one is judgment. 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 What do you mean by judgment? That the lawyer should have a skill in judging the case? Of course, yes. Initially, when the matter comes to you through the client, you should be able to be in a position to have a decision, have a judgment. What will be the ultimate end of the case which is there, which is given to you. So you should have an you should be intelligent and the capacity whereby you should be able to consider the matter before you, and you will be able to decide what is going to happen, what will be the future of this case. The brief which is given to you, you should be in a position to deliver that brief which you have, finally calculate into what will be the future of the case. By judgment here, I am not referring to the part played by the bench. Okay, we are not referring here to the part played by the court, that is judge. What do you mean by court? When I say court includes judge, a bar as well as the bench. When we are referring to bench, we are referring to that part of the court when they are in their official capacity as judge. When we are referring to bar, we mean advocates. Okay, bar and the bench relation, which we have covered already. Now the seventh one is fellowship. 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 We have covered what? Honesty, courage, industry, wit, eloquence, judgment, and now fellowship. When I mean fellowship, you are a member of a community. As an advocate, you are a member of a community. What community? The bar. The bar. When we are a member of that particular community, you are not having a single duty, that is duty towards your client. No, you have a duty vested to respect your fellow members also. Fellow members who are associated to your association, whom you are a companion of. So on a daily basis, you may win or lose the case. The option available to you is not to fight with the bench and your opposite lawyer. You have an option to file an appeal. Whatever happens inside the court, maybe he is your opposite party's lawyer. That does not mean that you are having a grudge or vengeance against him. You are professionals. On a daily basis of your profession, this is your work that you do. He might be your friend, but that does not mean that he should be acting very friendly in the court. No, no need. He will be protecting his interest of the client, of his client. That does not mean that he will not do anything which is going to affect your case. He will do it because he has to protect the interest of his client. That again does not mean that that is not going to affect the friendly relation between the members in that community. That the bar, I mean, advocates are not, maybe they are opposite parties to each other, but at the end of the conflict between them, they should have a very cordial relation between them. Next one is tact. I said 7 lamps of advocacy. There is yet another one, that is tact. T-A-C-T. Write it down. 7 plus 1. Tact. T-A-C-T. Tact. By tact, hyphen, write it down. Skill and sensitivity in dealing with. Skill and sensitivity in dealing with others or in difficult situation. The skill and the sensitivity in dealing with others, also at the same time when you are in a difficult situation. Now this particular point, the 8th point, 7 plus 8th point, tact, it's not introduced by Justice Abbott in his book. It is rather introduced by, write it down, K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer. He is an advocate. Advocate Krishnaswamy Iyer. Don't be in a confusion that it is Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer. Allah. It's not Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer. It is an advocate. He was an advocate of the High Court of Madras. High Court of Madras. I repeat, K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer. K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer. Now he has written a book titled K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer's book titled as Professional Conduct and Advocacy. The book's name is Professional Conduct and Advocacy. So when you are answering to the question of 7 lamps of advocacy, don't forget to write this point also. When you are writing the 7 lamps of advocacy, naturally you will be writing about the author of 7 lamps of advocacy, as well as the 8th one, to which again tact is introduced by Advocate K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer in his book Professional Conduct and Advocacy. Now he added this additional lamp or the light or the torch, whatever, which is a guiding light towards becoming successful lawyers or good lawyers. Now where it is always appropriate to have a sensitive nature, you should never be rude or careless. Never to be rude, never to be careless. Never to be rude to whom? Towards the court, towards your fellow members, fellowship, fellow members. Say the right thing, right point of time. That is what tact here means. Handling people and situations skillfully without any cause of any kind of offensive language, any kind of offense to the other party. Not to quarrel in the court. Not to quarrel in the court. As I told you, that will do no benefit, rather it will affect your case negatively. Like if you quarrel in the court, despite of your point maybe not got the attention of the court, instead of quarreling, you can keep silent. Get the notice of the court. Maybe in situations where we have forgotten, and some advocate has forgotten the part of a point which you should have addressed, and it has been pointed out by you, by the court, by the bench. What will you say? You will pardon for your ignorance. Did you get me? That is also a good tip for you in your court. When you present your case in the court, and you forget a point to be addressed, it is being reminded to you. That may not happen. If it is reminded to you by the court itself, by the bench itself, you need to pardon for your ignorance. Again, that shows how humble you are. That shows how humble you are. You might be a very successful person. You should need to be humble, humane. Okay, so you should never lose your temper in and outside the court. See, your professional negligence, professional misconduct is not limited within the four walls of the court. Do you understand? Your professional conduct is not something that is restricted within the four walls of the court. There might be lawyers, there can be advocates. Now, another important thing, Advocate Acts specifically provide for, I pardon again, I forgot the section. Specially prohibits you to wear your robe which you wear inside the court, any other public place. Say, for example, you are going to a police station. You wear your band, your robe, and you enter the police station. You should not do that. It's a particular uniform that you wear inside the court, and not somewhere else. If it is not a court, you should not wear it. In order to get seek the respect of the police, there may be advocates who wear the robe and go inside, because it's like the kavacham, like something that protects you from the police brutality, maybe. I don't know. But you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. At point of time, we see people who go to bank also in order to bypass the queue, wear the coat and go inside the bank. Shouldn't do that. It's an offense. It's against the Advocates Act. It is the violation of the provisions of Advocates Act. We will come across those. Now, these are the important lamps of advocacies. We have seen 8 lamps of advocacies. Actually, in fact, there are only 7. The question may be not asked. Question can be asked. What is the 8th lamp of advocacy? Maybe. What are the 7 lamps of advocacy, and what is the 8th point added as another addition to the 7 lamps of advocacy? This question may be asked. Okay, so in which you need to refer to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is coming within the purview of 7 lamps of advocacy written by Pare, and the 8th lamp of advocacy, which is written by Krishna Swami Iyer in his book Professional Conduct and Ethics. Now we come across equipments of an advocate to be successful lawyers. I will simply go through certain points. Equipments of advocates to become successful lawyers. You must be again honest. You must have integrity. You must have a good character. You must have a good character. You must be having patience, perseverance. You must have a good learning skill. You must have good learning skill. When you start practicing, you will come across situation where you want to make money from your profession through shortcut. By going for I will not say that you shouldn't do that. Say, for example, you're getting police station bail and you get easy money from the client. Advocate commission, again, another source. These amount which you get should be something that you are able to survive initially. But that shouldn't be the aim of an advocate. He should learn in future. He should be able to address any kind of case which is given to him in future. So in order to do that, in order to acquire that, you need to learn. You need to keep on learning. So keep on updating yourself. Now, general education is also necessary. As I told you, studying CRPC, CPC, these are all provisions of law through which the problems or the cases of your client or the society can be solved. But what is the real case? It might be a medical negligence case. It might be a consumer protection case, consumer case. with regarding to automobile. Okay, so there can be many cases. So in those senses, you need to study, have a general education in that particular aspect which is there before you. General education. What good is a knowledge if you study a lot but you don't memorize anything? You come appear before the board and you don't remember anything. That is also a drawback. Again, you should be able to memorize everything, and you should be able to communicate what you have studied and what you have prepared to the particular case before the court. Study of case laws, case report, use of legal phraseology in your case, using maximum legal phraseologies also will help you. Manner in which you present before the court, presentation of the case, citation of the authority. Again, when you are writing your moot court memorial, this is your initial stage whereby we are giving you a chance. In your moot court memorial, you should be backing up your facts, backing up with your arguments with the cited case laws, cited authorities. And last one is none other than independence and dignity, whereby you should be independent, you should be courageous. Which we have seen in 7 lamps of advocacy, with which we complete the aspect of 7 lamps of advocacy and the equipments of an advocate to become successful lawyers. Now let us deal with the next topic, which is very important, which is none other than disciplinary proceedings. Section 35 of the Advocates Act. Section 35. Part C of your question is from this section: disciplinary proceedings, professional negligence, professional misconduct, etc. Part C. Part C also comes from accountancy. There will always be an option not to study accountancy, because Part C always there will be an option with regard to professional misconduct. Maybe sometimes accountancy question may not be asked. There are question papers in which accountancy is not even asked. Accountancy in the sense of account keeping, keeping of account of matters in an advocate's office. So disciplinary proceedings, let us deal with the disciplinary proceedings. When we deal with disciplinary proceedings can be initiated by the State Bar Council of the State Bar Councils of the State. Refer to section 35. I am not going to read section 35. Refer to section 35. We will have a glimpse of section 35. Okay. Professional mistake. Yes, section 35. Punishment of advocates for misconduct. Chapter 5, conduct of advocates. Chapter 5, conducts of advocates. CUNDUCT, conducts of advocates. Section 35, punishment of advocates for misconduct. Now I will read the section. The section is as follows: where on receipt of a complaint or otherwise, a State Bar Council has reasons to believe that any advocate on its roll has been guilty of professional or other misconduct. He is guilty of professional or any other sorts of misconduct. It shall refer the case for disposal to its disciplinary committee, like the legal aid service, legal aid committee, legal education committee. Sorry, there is another committee which is none other than the disciplinary committee. Any complaint which is received against an advocate with regarding to professional misconduct or any other misconduct, that matter shall be referred to the by the State Bar Council to the disciplinary committee, and the matter shall be so disposed of by the disciplinary committee. Okay, now the question arises: the terminology used in under section 35 against an advocate for what? For professional misconduct or other misconduct. What is the definition of professional misconduct? What all comes under the purview of professional misconduct? what is that particular conduct which becomes professional misconduct? What are the examples of professional misconduct? What is the definition of professional misconduct? It is not anywhere defined under the Advocates Act. It is not defined under the Advocates Act, for which you have to refer case laws. That is why I told you it is depending on case laws. Hence, it will be asked in Part C. Part C of your external question paper. Okay. Part C will be definitely asked from professional misconduct, because we don't have definition on that. We will have to refer to case laws for this. What all are the acts? Say for example, they will give you an action. An act means it is not a bare act. An act of conduct done by an advocate. Will this particular act conducted by the advocate comes within the purview of professional misconduct? And say Ramu, an advocate who is enrolled under the State Bar Council, seeks money of 1 lakh rupees from his client in the name of giving that particular money to pursue his case in his favor, to be given to the bench, the court. Will this come under the purview of professional misconduct? Such questions may be asked. There are various cases where such kinds of activities have been done by the concerned advocates, against which professional misconduct has been, actions have been taken by the disciplinary committee. So, act of professional misconduct, an advocate is bound to conduct or behave in such a manner which is befitting the profession. Which profession? The highest, with a profession which is of having highest value, which is none other than the lawyer's profession. So he should always act befitting. That is, he should always act appropriate to the keeping the value of the profession. One, he must comply the conduct of professional ethics and etiquities. It is all vague. What all comes within the purview of professional misconduct. Now we say he should act in accordance to, whereby he gives dignity to his profession. He keeps the professional ethics, values and activities of the profession. Lawyer is having a duty towards the society. Lawyer is a part and parcel of the court. He is none other than the officer of the court. He is bound to maintain administration of justice. So he should never behave in such a manner whereby anybody can point out his finger towards the administration of justice, that is the court, because he is also part of the court. What would be the picture which will go if you are acting and it affects the administration of justice itself? So people will start saying that it is easy to bribe a judge if that particular lawyer is not punished. Right? And as we say, I should be courageous enough that I should not be fearful to the bureaucrats. And this is also applicable to judge. Right? He should not be biased to. Now, no one should be able to raise his finger towards the conduct of a lawyer. Now, the profession has to be kept clean, pure, and from getting polluted. So, it is duty vested with an advocate to see that this profession is always clear and away from pollution. The objective of proceeding against an advocate, if he is engaged in professional misconduct, is to ensure that this profession is kept pure. So, as I told you earlier, advocate is having a right to practice. This is a right which is vested with an advocate also under the purview of Article 91 clause G of the Indian Constitution. Remember, it is a Part B question. A right to practice is coming within the purview of Article 1 clause G, or is it a fundamental right? This question may be asked, to which you have to answer. Now, so the punishment herein provided to the advocate is not only a punitive in nature, punishment given, it is also for the nature of correcting him. Okay, it is also for a correctional aspect, whereby the lawyer can be, the advocate can be given a chance. Like probation, we have seen likewise. reprimanding him from not to repeat the crime. Now, how to maintain probity in the profession is another question. Please note down the case laws. Harish Chandra Tiwari, Harish, H-A-R-I-S-H, Harish Chandra Tiwari versus Baiju. Baiju. (2002), Volume 2, STC 67. SCC 67, 2002, Volume 2, Supreme Court Cases, SCC, page number 67. Now, in this particular case, the court has observed the authority of the disciplinary committee. The court found out that in order to keep the quality of having strong moral principles and honesty and decency of the profession, the legal profession, it can be effectively maintained only by the disciplinary committee of the State Bar House. If a complaint is filed against an advocate, it shall be the authority of the State Bar Council to move it to the disciplinary committee, and the disciplinary committee will dispose of the case in accordance to the value of the cases. So, award of appropriate and meaningful punishment should be conveyed to the member of the profession, and the messages that their professional activities are being watched, and that professional delinquency would not be taken light. Now, this way whereby such punishment or actions are taken against an advocate by the disciplinary committee would give a message to the lawyers that they are being watched, they are always being observed, and such delinquency will not be taken very lightly. And if you are found engaging yourself in such conduct, which is professional misconduct, you shall be punished for the same. We will deal with what kind of punishment are provided, what is the appellate provision, etc. later. Now we will deal with what all comes within the purview of professional misconduct. As I told you, section 35 nor any other provisions of the Advocate Act defines what is professional misconduct. Why it is not defined? Because it is given a wider meaning, not a narrow meaning. If a wider meaning has to be given to one particular terminology, it is very difficult to define in the Act. Fundamental right, what all comes with the purview of fundamental right? It's wider in sense. Despite the article is not defining it, right to life, it is, despite it is not being defined, it includes various other rights which are not only defined under the provisions of the Indian Constitution, but also through case laws. Likewise, we have a wider meaning of professional misconduct under section 35. Please note down N full stop G full stop Dastane, D-A-S-T-A-N-E, N-G Dastane, D-A-S-T-A-N-E versus Srikanth S. Shivde, Srikanth S. Shivde, S-H-I-V-D, Shivde, Srikanth S. Shivde, N-G Dastane versus Srikanth S. Shivde, Srikanth S. Shivde, 2000 S-H-I-V-D, Shivde, 2001 volume 6, 2001 volume 6 Supreme Court case 135. Please note down that in this particular case, court observed misconduct covers what called misbehavior. Please note it down, these words: misbehavior, or certain misdeeds that would obstruct, misdeeds that would obstruct what? administration of justice. Abstract administration of justice. I will give in this particular case also it has given certain instance. Example, write it down. Example, seeking for repeated adjournment. Did you understand? Seeking for repeated adjournment unreasonably, repeatedly asking for adjournment of the case on flimsy and frivolous grounds, etc. Speaking, consuming the time of the court, by speaking at inordinate length, prolongly speaking for a long period of time, simply not pointing out the issues of the case, but simply consuming the time of the court. They are also concerned to be as professional misconduct. Now, each of the cases will reflect what all comes within the purview of professional misconduct. We will deal with those in the coming classes. You can go for a break. Come back by 11:15 sharp. One.
please. Yeah, I understand your feelings. Today is Saturday. So, yeah, I know, but what to do? So, there is no option left for you. So, you have to bear with this. Right? I can read your minds. Huh? A lawyer should be a psychologist tomorrow. No, that is, you have to, whenever, case comes before the judge, you have to see the face of the judge first. ஏன் தெரியுமா வீட்டுல கொண்டாடியோட சண்டை போட்டு ஒன்னா நினைச்சுக்கோ அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் கேஸ் டிஸ்மிஸ் ஆகும் you understand so you have to see his face then you have to adjournments first you have to read the face of the judge then only you can go on argue the case so I can read your point today is Saturday so you are all exhausted 2 weeks have been so வீட்ல எல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துருக்கோம் பட் ஓகே I will take only 15-20 minutes right yeah, yeah. No I can understand I am a user friendly software no student friendly software I never harm any students basically வயதான் நடக்கும்போது பேனல் எல்லாருமே இருப்போம் நிறைய क्वेश्चंस கேட்டு உங்கள ப்ராப்ளம்ல கிரியேட் உங்கள give so many questions will be asked by your international trade class யாரு you idiot tell this அஞ்சாறு क्वेश्चन கேட்பான் உங்க ஃபேஸ் பாக்க உடனே நீ சொல்லுவியா நீ சொல்ல மாட்டேன்னு right then I will see it. Go. Plus, my intention is to help you. I will see your face. Another thing is which subject are you interested? எல்லாருமே உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 15-20 subjects இருக்கு overall 20-30 subjects are there. எல்லாருமே மனசுல இருக்கா கான்ட்ராக்ட் ஃபேமிலி ஏன் கம்பெனில வந்து क्वेश्चंस கேட்பா நீங்க கான்ட்ராக்ட்ஸ் வாட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி கான்ட்ராக்ட் அண்ட் அக்ரிமெண்ட் ஃபேமிலில டைவர்ஸ் மேரேஜ் டைவர்ஸ் மேரேஜ் அவ்வளவுதான் மேரேஜ் ஃபேமிலில வந்து என்ன மேரேஜ் டைவர்ஸ் அதான் ஃபேமிலில nobody will tell except these two subjects family subject யாருமே சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க எவனாவது I am a corporate law expert I am basically a company secretary if anybody does company law Srikas will be there then I will not so many subject தெரியும்னா questions வரும் தெரியலனா போ அவ்வளவுதான் so see your face read your face don't worry definitely I will be there I will see and I will tell you go right nobody will say right no I know you have came from a diversified backgrounds your parents I know how struggled you have come to this years also so normally my nature is very friendly nature I follow two things in my life I never be in dispute with myself என்னோட கூட நான் சண்டை போட மாட்டேன் I never won't be in dispute with others also I will maintain that emotional stability பதினஞ்சு வருஷமா since 15 years there is no situation where I left my emotions uncontrolled yes yeah emotions are என்னைக்குமே this comes by practice this comes by practice so normally IQ intelligent portion சொல்றோம் this is the intelligent portion which measures your intelligence. IQ and சொல்லுவோம். One yardstick will be there. Albert Einstein is the person who is having more IQ. But IQ கண்ணா என்ன இருக்கணும்னா EQ இருக்கணும். Emotional quotient should be there. That means under any situations you have to maintain your emotional intelligence. ரொம்ப stubborn இருக்கணும். Then only you can reach the greatest heights in your life. So, நேற்றுக்கு இன்னைக்கு நாளைக்கு you have to develop it some sorts. Thoughts ஒன்ற security கொடுக்காத லைஃப்ல only your knowledge every day you have to learn something new. So, this is a profession which makes you to go into big strides. In the profession எப்படி இருக்கும்னா it will test you to two extremes இருக்கும். Law profession is having two extremes. One is down extreme, another one is this extreme. போனா அந்த ஸ்டேஜ் இருக்கும், இல்ல இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் இருக்கும். நடு ஸ்டேஜ் அன்றது யாருமே இருக்காது. How much so many different areas are there. You can practice in civil courts, you can practice in high courts, you can practice in Supreme Courts. So many authorities out there. If you are practicing in Chennai, national companies are business out there. Wonderful corporate things out there. In the line you will get lucrative amounts in your corporate side. So this is a profession which you are going to decide how much you are going to read, in what way you are going to do, right? So every day, every single day, to read yourself, prepare yourself for the future. So ultimately, class இல்லன்னா உங்களை யாருமே மதிக்க மாட்டாங்க. Even your own wife also. Understand? What is the important thing in your life that plays a major role in your life? So you keep this in mind. So always, money may not solve many problems, but money will solve major problems. You understand? So keep this in mind. So many people are waiting for you. Your husband, so they are waiting. So many responsibilities are there for you. So keep this in mind. Every day make your day. Today is the day. Life you have to go through in your life. Definitely, if you practice for 1 year, your life will be something different. You know, I don't have friends in my personal life. Your personal life and friends say but in my professional life, I have so many friends. Personal life, college போறவன் வேற வீட்டுக்கு போய் அவருக்கு நான் பார்த்துப்பேன். That's it. எனக்கு இன்னொரு வீடு இருக்கு. இன்னொரு வீடு அந்த வீடு இல்லை. I am having another room is there. That is my house. Where I used to keep so many books and read. You know. So that is how I am going to practice. நிறைய books இருக்கும் அங்க. கீழெல்லாம் books இருக்கும், மேலெல்லாம் books இருக்கும். That is my second house. You understand? So when you know the difference between me and other professors, the flow I used to speak. நான் வந்து உங்க மாதிரி person தான். But due to practice, due to exhaustive reading, I came to this. So every day, professional life la nariya judges are my friends. So many GPs, AGPs are my friends. Their personal life la எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. I enjoy rejoicing in reading, doing complex cases, enforcement director cases எல்லாம் நான் சால்வ் பண்ணுவேன். Enforcement director cases, corporate scandals. I know corporate law very well. Corporate law, so many company claims, so many things will be there. So why I am telling you is 1 year practice. This is my life. In the professional நான் செட் ஆகணும்னு சொல்லி எல்லாமே மறந்து போய் அந்த லைஃப் போங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் இயர்ல இருந்து நீங்க அந்த ஸ்டேஜ் போனா கூட போக மாட்டோம். நார்மலி சண்டேஸ் இருக்கும். My friends are so many practicing advocate economy. We are going for politics. I will say you go. நான் என்னைக்குமே போனதே இல்லை. You know why? இன்னைக்கு சாப்பிட்டா நினைச்சுக்கோங்க, நாளைக்கு ஹேங் ஓவர் வரும். ஹேங் ஓவர் வந்தா மைண்ட் எல்லாம் அப்செட், அன்னைக்கு டே எல்லாம் வேஸ்ட். ஹேங் ஓவர் என்ன அவனுக்கு எப்படி தெரிஞ்சு கேட்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம். When my friends went, when my 10th class intermediate, they called me for smoke. I went there. என்ன நவீன் கான் என்ன ஏன் அவங்க சொன்னேன்னு நமக்கு தெரியும், ரைட்? Why this habit distracts? If you addicted to this habit, if you don't smoke, your hands will shake. Subsequently, your mind will shake. என்ன கூப்பிட்டான், நான் போனேன், தெரியாது போனேன், எனக்கு கொடுத்தான், சாப்பிட்டேன், இளம்பலம் போது எனக்கு செட் ஆகாத, எனக்கு வேண்டாம் ஏன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன். Then they will go and have some drink. ஒரு பாட்டில் சாப்பிட்டேன், செட் ஆக ஸ்மெல் உங்களுக்கு. இட்ஸ் நத்திங் பட் ஸ்பிரிட் ஓன்லி, நமக்கு செட் ஆகாது இது. ஸோ லைஃப்ல எல்லாமே கொஞ்சம் டேஸ்ட் பார்த்தேன், நமக்கு இதெல்லாம் செட் ஆகாதுன்னு சொல்லி I came to this profession. No, why I am telling you is, take this problem seriously for 1 year. Definitely your life will be something different. பிஸியா இருங்க லைஃப்ல. எப்படி பிஸியா இருக்கணும்னா ப்ரொஃபஷன்ல பிஸியா இருக்கணும், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட பிஸி எல்லாம் கிடையாது. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? டோன்ட் பிஸி வித் யுவர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், டோன்ட் கோ ஃபார் எனி திங்ஸ். டேக் த intoxication சொல்லுவோம், addiction. Make your profession as your addiction. Profession உங்க addiction ஆச்சுன்னா within 2-3 years you will be going in different cars, right? ஒரு 7-8 years முன்ன நான் வந்து பேங்க்ல போய் பேன் கார்டு எல்லாம் பண்ணுவேன். I used to fill the PAN card applications. When I do one PAN card, I used to get 30 rupees. 30 rupees. My monthly income is 3,000, 4,000. Now my income is something more than 1.52. But after life நல்லா காசு கம்மியா இருந்தா லைஃப் நல்லா இருக்கும். காசு நிறைய வந்தா ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் ஜாஸ்தி. Understand? But it is different aspect. So I came from that stage to this determine that this is not my life. I am going to choose my life. Then I said, இப்ப எனக்கு my profession is my God. கோயில் கூட போக மாட்டேன். But I used to help a lot for people. பசங்களுக்கு புக்ஸ் வாங்கி கொடுப்பேன், ஃபீஸ் கட்டுவேன், நிறைய ஒர்க் எல்லாம் கூட பண்ணுவேன் நான். No, why I am telling you is, if you do service, that itself is God. Biggest thing, when I was going on the roads to Chittoor, I saw a big crowd is there. நிறைய crowd இருக்கு ரோட்ல. சார் என்ன பார்த்தா 3 boys vehicle வந்து they collided with a car. One person who is riding the vehicle accident, his brain got open. ரோட்ல விழுந்துட்டான் அப்படியே. He was lying in the pool of blood. 2 other his friends, they have damaged their hands. I was going there. Then immediately I stopped my vehicle. பார்த்தா ரோட் சைடு இருந்தா எல்லாரும் என்ன பார்த்துட்டு they are moving on. Then I also saw this boy, young boy, 8 years, 8th class. His name is Sunil. I remember that guy also. Sir, now Paul and just I step out, my conscious soul. அந்த இடத்துல பசங்க இருந்தா எப்படி, how you feel? Then immediately I stopped. Then I took that fellow and went to the hospital. Then I showed my card and advocate. They told, immediately we have to do a brain surgery for this boy. It cost around 1 lakh. அவன் அம்மா அப்பா யாருன்னு தெரியாது, ஏன்னா கான்சியஸ்ல கிடையாது. இப்ப என்ன நடந்ததுன்னா 1 lakh பே பண்ணணும். Then I said I will pay 1 lakh rupees. I did check. If the parents don't pay the amount, you can encashment check. Deposit பண்ண brain surgery பண்ண 15 days நான் கோமால from அம்மா அப்பா பேருக்கு இருக்கு. They came. Ultimately, they have given that amount to me. But this is the biggest achievement which I did in my life. Why I am telling you is, you have to expand your thoughts. Next level of life போனோம்னா நிறைய இருக்கும். இதே லெவல்ல இருக்கணும்னா it's a choice. If you go to bigger strides, bigger things in your life, this should be your attitude, this should be your perspective. You understand? So this is the profession. எனக்கு கூட அந்த தைரியம் எங்கே வந்தது? Because I am an advocate. That this is the thing which this profession gives you. So now what is Tiruvallur போனேன். Tiruvallur. I think so many people are Tiruvallur. So now I went to a hotel. A car. I am practicing AGP with former AGP of High Court now. AGP is assistant government pleader for home. A car in High Court AGP sticker. Sir, I have a car park பண்ணிட்டு நான் ஹோட்டலுக்கு போயிட்டு வந்த உடனே யாருமே இன்னொரு ஸ்கார்பியோ அந்த ஸ்கார்பியோ மேல ஒரு அட்வொகேட் ஸ்டிக்கர் இருக்கு. நான் வந்து என் கார் என்ன இருக்கு கார் எடுந்தோம். அவன் வந்து they are law students. They are not completed with law. Yes, ஸ்கார்பியோ என்ன பெரிய ஸ்டிக்கர். Then I came, please take your car. நான் லாயர் தெரியுமா? Then I said, please நான் டிஸ்பியூட் ஆக மாட்டேன் யாரோட. சரி நீ லாயர் எங்க லாயர் என் கார் ஸ்டிக்கர் you pass AGP High Court. Sorry sir. This is the attitude. You are not becoming a lawyer. You are telling that you are a lawyer. Then I said, please be my sticker. And if you are ready for dispute, I am also ready. I can file a case against you, impersonification case against you on card and then yeah, basic my tendency is not to harm any people. I never harm anybody. Yeah, the principles I came from scrap. So you can ask your friends who is sitting in the class, who is Srikanth and you can inquire about it also. Then I said, we do not harm you. So this is how your attitude should be there. Never be arrogant in your life. You can go into bigger stages. So whenever you are practicing, plus practicing also comes by two ways: ethical practicing and unethical practicing. Fast வேணும்ன்றப்போ நீங்க கிளைண்ட மோசம் பண்ணலாம். பட் அது வந்து ஷார்ட் ரன்ல தான் இருக்கும். லாங் ரன்ல வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இஃப் ஐ ஆம் ஸ்பீக்கிங் டு யூ, ஈவன் பிஃபோர் ஐ ஸ்பீக் டு யூ, மை கான்ஷியஸ் வில் ஸ்பீக் டு யுவர் கான்ஷியஸ். ஒரு மனுஷனை பார்த்த உடனே அவன் எப்படின்னு சொல்லி உன் மைண்ட் சொல்லுவோம். கிளைண்ட் கூட ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 1 or 2 years நீங்க மோசம் பண்ணலாம். பட் சப்சிக்வெண்ட்லி இன்டிகிரிட்டி இருந்தா ஒரு 5 வருஷம் 6 வருஷம் ஆகுது, you will be going to the limelights of your profession. So this is the profession. Every day learn new things. 1 year, make a circle of your life. This is my life. In the life, நீ நல்லா இருந்தாதான் 10 பேருக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியும். நீ நல்லா இருந்தா 10 பேருக்கு பண்ண முடியாது. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் பக்கத்துல வச்சிடுங்க. 1 or 2 years, make this profession as your life and see that there is a drastic change in your life. Very drastic change in your life. This is the profession. Chennaiல நிறைய opportunities இருக்கு. So many corporate law firms are there. So join the big corporate law firm. They will pay you more money. Lower courtல போய் என்னது அந்த adjournments எல்லாம் வாங்குறதெல்லாம் just leave it. Aim high, read more, invest more in your time. Two sides of the coin, there will be a life. To understand, one side something will be there, another side of the coin. Take this profession very seriously, very serious. You know, my biggest advantage, and even very advocates could argue for it. My biggest advantage comes from my emotional intelligence. I never lose my emotions. அவன் எவ்வளவு பெரிய அட்வொகேட் ஆகுனா கூட நான் இமோஷன் லூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேன். அல்டிமேட்லி the thing will lean in favor of me. Nariya padikano, nariya you have to do so many things in your life. This is the way of your life. So make this profession more lucrative. Cinema porango. Cinema poye ticket வாங்குறோம். For example, 100 rupees, 500 rupees ticket you are going to purchase. Cinema பார்த்துட்டு வரங்களா? Cinema ticket fees will arrive without come out of the theater. You will see the cinema. That means you are paying the value for your ticket. Here also you have paid so many amount in this college. When you are going out, take the money equivalent. எவ்வளோ காசு அவ்வளோ knowledge எடுத்துட்டு வெளில. This is the profession. புரிஞ்சுதா? So you are paying such an amount in this college. So much of time we have invested. So money equivalent of knowledge. Definitely knowledge will be converted into money in your future. Understand? Take very seriously. ஒரே ஒரு வருஷம் தான். 1 year, 365 days. Make it. Circle. This is my life. After the life will decide your life. You decide your life. Life will decide your life. புரிஞ்சுதா? Right? Right. ஒரு 5 minutes class எடுக்கிற complete. Right. Now we have yesterday in this class we have discussed about common contents of the award. Let us recapitulate what is meant by an award. It is a determination by the arbitral tribunal. Determination. It's a private adjudicatory process determined by the arbitral tribunal. Once arbitral tribunal publishes an award, it terminates the proceedings of the arbitral tribunal. Second one is it settles the claims of the parties. Right. Now, in the award also what happens is award may be a conflicting award or acceptable award for you. Right. The presiding officers will decide two things. One is concurrent opinion. Second one is disputing opinions. Ultimately, once an award has been passed, the entire arbitral proceedings will be terminated. Right? In your next class, we will see how to challenge the award under section 34 of arbitration. I have the complete arbitration, then mediation is there, then conciliation is there. Maximum next week will complete. If possible, I will prepare some important notes also for you. You will get it in your book. This I can do it for you. இந்த ஹெல்ப் ஏன் பண்றேன்னா சில பேர் படிப்பா சில பேர் படிக்காத போவோம். ஒரு 5 கொஸ்டின் 6 கொஸ்டின் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி கொடுக்குறேன். யூ ரைட் த சேம் திங் வில் கம் இன் யுவர் எக்ஸாம். யூ ரைட் இட். வரலன்னா கூட அதே ஒன்னா it will come. It will come. If it comes, you write. If it don't comes, you write the same. You will pass in the exam. Right? The afternoon, I think you don't have class. You are all are going for jail. Huh? Jail visit. Which jail? No, 2 types of jail. Judicial remand, police remand. I have told difference. Yeah, you are going for judicial remand jail. Police jail law தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். You know, presumption இருக்கு, evidence law. Presumption. Yes, may ratio, shall ratio, conclusive, very good, conclusive proof. For example, கோர்ட்ல போன உடனே எவிடன்சஸ் எல்லாம் இல்லைன்னு நினைச்சுக்கோங்க. Court will presume certain things. Presume means it will assume. நான் நினைச்சுக்கிறேன் இது மாதிரி அது இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி நீ ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும். For example, you have read legitimacy of a child. படிச்சீங்களா? படிக்கல. Legitimacy of a child. For example, January marriage ஆச்சு. மார்ச்ல wife deliver. Why? Marriage, January marriage, March wife deliver. Then this husband went to the court. The child is not mine. The court asked, still you are continuing the marriage. You prove. If you don't prove, I declare that. Yes. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? Declaration suit file பண்ணணும். Different types of suits will be there. For declaring you as a father, a suit has to be filed. Yes. You know, our governor was there. AP governor sir இருந்தார். ND Tiwari. He was a governor. என்னாச்சு தெரியுமா? ஒரு நாள் he was with so many girls. 80 வயசுல வீடியோ வந்தது. Then he has impeachment ஆயிடுச்சு. அவர் எடுத்துட்டா கவர்னர்ல இருந்து. இப்ப என்னாச்சு? அவர் எடுத்துட்டா விட்டு ஒரு பையன் வந்தான் கவர்னர் கிட்ட. இதான் என் அப்பா. You are my father. Then ND Tiwari said, எனக்கு நனவு கூட இல்ல. அவங்க நனவு இருக்காங்க. அவன் என்ன பண்ணா? கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனான். கோர்ட்டுக்கு போய் டிக்ளரேஷன் சூட் ஃபைல் பண்ணான். டிக்ளரேஷன் சூட். That means declare ND Tiwari as my father. புரியுதா? யார் என்ன பண்ணாலும் லாஸ்ட் யார் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணணும்? கோர்ட் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணணும். Court has issued notice ND Tiwari. One person came to me. He is asking me that he father whether he accept. ஒத்துக்கறியா இல்லையா? அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவா? ஒத்துக்க மாட்டோம். அவங்க ஒத்துக்கலாம். Court issued notice. Then he said, I don't come to court. கோர்ட்டுக்கெல்லாம் வர மாட்டேன். High Court said, நீ கோர்ட்டுக்கு வரியா? இல்ல military என்ன எடுத்து சொல்றேன். No. Supreme Court has power to airlift the person. Now what happened? Court won. DNA test. Ultimately, on No, I am telling you, you are filing suits for declaration. So many suits will come. So declaration suit filing. So many things will come into law. Right? We'll see tomorrow. Right?
You might have received, please, silence please, you might have received through your WhatsApp group regarding the number of students, the groups which you have to attend the sub-jail visit. 3-year LLB and BA LLB, 2 o'clock. Okay, 3-year LLB and BA LLB, BBA LLB, sorry. 3A LLB general and BBA LLB by 2 o'clock. But you have to reach to sub-jail half an hour prior to your allotted time, so that attendance will be taken. 2 o'clock is your sub-jail visit. Half an hour earlier you need to be there. Next, 3-year LLB honors 2:30. So at what time you guys will be there? 2 o'clock. BA LLB honors and BCom LLB 3 o'clock. Again 2:30 you guys will be there. Do you get me? Which means prior to that the other group will have gone inside. Okay. Let me give you another information. 4 of your friends, girls, I don't want to disclose their names, from BBA batch and 3-year LLB batch. They were taking selfie in front of magistrate's car, and they were taking photo of the magistrate's car also. Their name has been signed and authorized given by principal sir. It is there with me. We have cancelled their court visit as well as police station visit, and it will reflect in their conduct certificate. Please don't let that happen to you also. We will be observing you. Everybody should be in a proper uniform. And one among them, a girl again, was wearing a chappal. She was not allowed to go inside the sub-jail. Don't take it lightly. We will strictly follow all these. So if you are going group wise, if you don't have a slipper, I mean shoes and all, borrow it from your friend. I don't know. Do whatever you want. You purchase or borrow it. So anyway, we will be winding up the class for today by now. We will take attendance. Reach there by 1:30 for the first batch. First batch should be there by 1:30. You will take your attendance. 2 o'clock batch by 1:30, 2:30 batch by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock batch by 2:30. Be there. Follow this schedule. You should be go to jail visit only in this group. Okay. So attendance, let's take attendance. 3-year LLB honors and 3-year LLB general here.
Please sit down, please sit down, sit down. பிரச்சனை உங்களுக்கு இது வராம இருக்கணும். ப்ளீஸ் ஃபாலோ வாட் சார் ஹவ் செட். உங்க கான்டாக்ட் சர்டிபிகேட்ல இது ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகும். ப்ளீஸ் உங்க கான்டாக்ட் சர்டிபிகேட்ல ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகும். கான்டாக்ட் சர்டிபிகேட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் யுவர் ஃபியூச்சர். உங்களுக்கு ஒரு பேட் வந்துருச்சுன்னா நீங்க ஒரு இடத்துலயும் உங்களால அப்ளை பண்ண முடியாது. சோ இது எல்லாம் எதுக்காக பண்றோம்னு மட்டும் புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. உங்களுக்காக, உங்க எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்க்காக. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ட்ரையல் கொடுக்குறோம், எப்படி கோர்ட் இருக்கும், எப்படி நீங்க விசிட் பண்றோம். After telling n number of times, you guys are repeating the same. இதோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு இப்ப புரியாது. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு பனிஷ்மெண்ட் கிடைக்கும் போதான் புரியும். இந்த 4 கேர்ள்ஸ் அதை எக்ஸாம்பிள் செட் பண்ண போறாங்க. Seriously, we are going to take action against